Hey guys, it's Vicky and welcome back to Adventures and Vlogs with the Jacksons, and I am coming to you today to discuss slash review on Ozark. So I am on episode 5 of season 3 and it is getting very, very good. And a few things that I would like to touch on, and gonna try not to spoil anything. Um but it's getting really, really good, guys. So I had to split it up into two because it's my weekend off, and I don't want to just binge. It's taking everything in me not to binge, but it is really, really a good show. So I've been watching this since season 1. I finished both seasons 1 and 2, like a year ago, I want to say. And I was like, when is season 3 going to come out? When is season 3 going to come out? And I just didn't know when. And then all of a sudden, I rewatched it. The past weekend, I want to say, yeah, like last weekend, I binge watched season 1 and 2 again, and then all of a sudden it says, oh, it's gonna be out Friday, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was like freaking out and like anticipating this since last week on Sunday. So today I caught up on all the way up until episode 5, and this is getting really good. And what I want to say, without spoiling too much, is the simple fact that I want to say Marty and Wendy are totally not on the same page, and it almost has me questioning their relationship as like, do they love one another? Are they only in, sorry guys, are they only in this relationship or this marriage for the kids' sake? Do they benefit off of each other's like powers, like not powers but each other's strengths? I don't really know, and it confuses me, the dynamic of their relationship. And I know that everyone's relationship is different, but I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, they sleep in the same bed, but it's like I don't see any like love there. Like, I see like they kind of, I feel like it's it, like we're in it, we have kids, we have to protect our family type of thing. I don't feel like they're in love anymore, or if they're in love, it's going to take something tragic to happen, which something kind of tragic did happen. And I didn't see Wendy, her reaction as like someone who loves her partner almost. Like, she broke a little bit, just a little bit. It wasn't like, oh my god, like from the start. It was that at the end of what happened. And I'm just like, I'm confused on the dynamic of the whole relationship. Oh, sorry guys. But yeah, it's just like I don't really totally understand. So it's just like every time I see them, or sleep in the bed, or say I love you, I'm like, is this real? Like, are they forcing this? Because I feel like, okay, if you guys are not going to be together, you guys could co-parent and then run the business that way. Run you guys' business together in separate homes at this point. Because I'm just like, do you guys even love each other? I don't get it. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's taken a turn because I feel like none of them are really listening to each other. And they're both doing things behind each other's back, and they have like a few scenes where they are going to therapy, and I'm just gonna tell you guys, they were bribing their therapist. Basically, Marty wanted the therapist to side with him on certain things and have Wendy get on board with Marty's ideas. And then Wendy, once this thing happens to Marty, she kind of wants the therapist to then get on her side, and have Marty like rationalize his thoughts, because he was just something happened within that time frame of this thing happening to him, where he kind of changed. And I don't know if it was him changing for the better or for the worse. It just seems like uh it just seems like he's really, really on this page of, I don't know if it's trying to get out, or if he's now trying to get, you know show his strength and show his, what he has going on, or that he's strong as well. Because in the beginning, it was kind of like Marty was like a pushover. I want to say in the first season and the second season, Marty is kind of like that dry humor guy. Like, uh, he's just really like, when he's straightforward, it's like he really doesn't care. He wants to get his point across. It's like a get in and get out type of attitude. And it makes it a little bit more harder to read him, because it just seems like he doesn't care. But you can tell that he really wants to get out of this. He's not proud of the things that he is doing. He's doing it to simply do this and get out of the business that he is in, which is running money for the cartel, which he never wanted to do in the beginning, but he had really no choice. So he brought his family in on this because, like I said, he had no choice. So therefore, there was nothing else that they can do, besides run this money, or die, pretty much. So they go to the Ozark and they're running this money, and Marty is really a numbers guy, and he's a smart guy, but he kind of lets people walk over him, and he's kind of like a pushover. And Wendy stood by him, and as a wife does. And I would say in the first season or two, I want to say the first and the second season, Wendy stood by him, and she didn't really question much. But Wendy is a powerful woman, and she's a political woman, and she knows what she's doing as well, and Wendy has this, I'm sorry guys, I'm like really rocking you, trying to get comfortable because I'm sitting on the floor. But anyway, so yeah, she knows what she's doing, and sometimes she has these ideas, and Marty is the type of person that he's like, no, that's not going to work. We're going to do it my way, and that's it. So, and she rolled with that for a while, and I want to say she knows the game in a different way, and she's very smart, but Marty does not give her the opportunity to step into her own shell. But she is kind of like that strong backbone that he needs, but he doesn't see it that way. I'm protecting the family, I need to do this, I need to do that, everybody needs to listen to me, and that's it. And then they have this annoying ass daughter, which she's a little bit better this season, I will say that. And I feel like she's a little bit better this season because she now knows, because they were like, how it is, they don't want to tell the kids, and they keep their kids in the dark, and their kids slowly but surely find out, and then it's, oh my god, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. So I feel like this season, they don't want to hide much from their kids. So Wendy, the second season, the last episode, she kind of just let her kids know what it is, and which I thought was, no more secrets, pretty much. She put it all out on the table, and it was kind of just like, that's just what it is. And their daughter wanted to, like, I'm sorry if I'm moving too much, guys. I am trying to get comfortable, so 1 second. There it goes. But yeah, so I want to say, like, she just put it all out on the table, and she let her kids know what it was. And at the season 2, the daughter wanted to, like, emancipate herself. She didn't want to live with them, and she was just really doing the most, and it made me honestly hate her character. But this season, she's a whole lot better, so that's great. The son, I really like the son. I really like the old guy that was in season 1 and 2, R.I.P. to Buddy. But sorry if I gave anything away for those who has not watched the show at all. But Jonah, he's a kid, a typical kid, and he doesn't ask questions, and I feel like he's a kid I would love to have. He doesn't ask questions, and then when the time comes, he doesn't second guess his mom, he doesn't second guess his dad, he just goes with the flow. Charlotte is a little bit more like, she feels like she needs to know what's going on, and I have to know what's going on, like she shouldn't be in a child's place, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the type of child she is. But this season, she's a little bit more better. She runs the office with them and things like that. So it's pretty cool, the dynamic that Marty and Wendy have with their children now. So yeah, Charlotte and Jonah are really good this season. We have Ruth. Ruth is pretty cool. I feel like Ruth is really loyal, and a lot of times everyone kind of like second guesses, like, is she loyal, is she going to continue to be loyal? And you guys will see that in the beginning. I felt like, oh no, this is not a good idea, but Ruth really showed, her loyalty, and she's been showing it. And I feel like she has this connection to Marty, as like, he gave her the opportunity, because she's, is considered like white trash, you know what I mean? So I feel like she gives Marty this respect and this loyalty because he gave her a chance, though he didn't have to, because of pretty much the crap that he put up with her, that she put him through. I'm sorry. And then we now have this season Wendy's brother. Wendy's brother, I'm still trying to understand his character. I don't know, like, I'm really thinking like he has like some underlying borderline like anger issues or something like that, because if you see from it's a episode in season 3, he has like this outburst as a teacher, and then I'm like, who is this guy? We never seen him before. So I'm like, who is this, and he has like this outburst, and then all of a sudden we find out he's Wendy's brother. I think he does really like Ruth, but I'm kind of like scared because how this show is, you never know who is who, and I'm like, I'm hoping and praying to God he's not an informant. Yeah, so it's really hard to tell who certain people are. So yeah, it kind of gets a little scary to like a character, especially if they're going to do anything like crazy or dumb. And it's just scary, guys. So yeah, so right now I'm on the beginning of episode 6, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow, and then I'll review the last few episodes tomorrow. But so episode 5, at the end, Wendy and Marty gets into like this huge blowout at therapy, and it was just like them getting certain things off their chest that they held in, especially Marty, and they just said what they felt about each other. And I want to say that I don't feel like none of them were wrong. I feel like now that they know and they see how they feel about each other, they can now figure out how they can work with each other. I feel like it's hard because before nothing was out on the table, so they just were like going behind each other's backs and everything like that, which was really, really bad for business. Sorry, my glasses were making a glare this whole time, so I'm gonna rock out like this. But yeah, so it was like really, really bad for business, and it was just more so like because of, I want to say, they didn't really want to hurt each other's feelings, and they were just like going in circles behind each other's back, and it was making it really bad for business and really, really bad decisions. So they had this big blowout at therapy. So the therapist pretty much let them both know, like, hey, you both are trying to bribe me. And it kind of put them, like, when that happened, they both just, like, blew up. And I want to say now it will be better because everything is out on the table, right? So I feel like they're going to make decisions and let each other know exactly why they made those decisions and not care of what one another thinks. You know what I mean? Or it could just go all left. So it's really, really it's really, really weird where I just left off, because I'm like, oh my God, I hope they can figure things out, because they are, I want to say, though I don't see it, maybe this relationship started off with them really, really loving each other. And Wendy's backstory is kind of like, she feels like she was put in this life. In the beginning, she had like this big thing of like just not fitting in and not being, you know, she was like denied a few positions that she really like her calling, like she missed her calling, so she feels like this is now her calling, and she feels like Marty is trying to sabotage her because he doesn't want her to win, or he doesn't want her to have the power. She feels like he's jealous and things like that. I feel like Marty is a little scared of Wendy, because of how powerful she's getting, and he feels like she has no remorse for the things that are going on. And we have this character named Helen, and Helen, you could tell Helen is a big boss, she's a big deal, and I want to say Wendy is turning into a Helen, and that can be a good and that could be a bad thing, because Helen is a boss, and you could tell where her weak spots are, which is her children, which is would be anyone. But she has little to no remorse, and if she does, it's really hard to tell. But she's just about getting things done, and so yeah, I feel like she's a powerful, scary woman who works for the cartel and who wants that in a wife. You know, Marty wants his wife to be a wife, and which is, oh, sit at home with the kids, make sure the kids are, you know, fed, and you know, things like that, be responsible. And Wendy is like, no, the kids are going to know the business, so they know what to say, they know how to say it, they know who to say it to, and we're going to do this as a family. Marty doesn't want that. He has convinced himself that the things that he is doing and things like that is to protect his family, when a lot of it can get the family in trouble. Yeah, and I feel like, again, Wendy's brother, I don't know really what his deal is. I would like to see how this is going to go, because he has this love interest, which is Ruth, and Ruth is really hard as nails, you know, grew up with a bunch of men, so she's hardened. So but she's lonely. So I feel like she's playing hard to get, but she's taking an interest in Wendy's brother. So, which is good. I'm going to come back on here tomorrow and review the last 5 episodes of Ozark season 3. And I hope you guys are keeping up, because it's really a great season. Both seasons were really good, regardless. But this one is pretty interesting, and I would love to see how it's going to go. In other words, I'm going to be ending this video and catching up with you guys tomorrow. But just a quick side note, thank you guys for watching our channel, and please like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is me, really. Adventures and Vlogs with the Jacksons. My God, I can't talk right now. I did have a little wine. You guys drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Goodness. With this quarantine, I mean, there's nothing else to do. So sorry, guys, if I'm a little off. Okay, damn. Okay. Anyway, so hopefully once this is over, we could be kicking out more videos. I have not been able to do any grocery hauls because it's nothing at the stores, regardless. You know, so it's nothing for me to really vlog. So I'm watching a lot of TV shows. I want to know if you guys watched the Tiger King on Netflix. It was really good. I might review that. I don't know yet, because I missed like a little chunk of it, but I know it was crazy. So tell me how you guys like that. Again, I am watching Ozark, and I'm going to start reviewing on Hulu. To relax this weekend, I finished up on some homework and drank my little wine and watched 5 episodes of Ozark. So don't mind me if I can't talk right now. But yeah, so this weekend Ozark, next weekend is going to be Little Fires Everywhere. And yeah, hopefully you guys are, you know, being safe and being healthy out here with this whole corona thing. I hope everybody is having a good weekend, and, you know, try to get some you time, guys, because that is very much needed for me over here. I have these pills that not pills, these gummies that I take, just because so much is going on, and I'm still currently working, so I'd be stressed out, and it's hard for me to kick out videos because I am very stressed out, because again, I work full time at a psychiatrist's office. Yeah, so it's like really, really stressful. So, yeah, so it's hard for me, a little harder for me to kick out videos, but I will be a little bit more consistent. I would really, really love to be more consistent. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a different style until I can get back to what we originally planned, which was to do, you know, grocery hauls and to show you guys our weight loss journey and show you guys meal prep and things like that. But since everyone is home, it's not a real meal prep because I'm the only one that's going out the house, and we can't do any grocery hauls because we don't have any food, like any food at the grocery store. So it's hard to do a grocery haul with nothing to do a grocery haul with. So again, I am still in the process of losing weight. I've been staying very consistent with being low carb and somewhat of a keto as much as I can because I don't have a lot of keto products that I would like to use. So once everything gets back into the swing of things, it'll be a little bit better. Again, I'm trying my best to maintain staying healthy at a time like this, which I am still currently losing weight. I'm 15 pounds down, so that's really good. And I want to continue to lose weight and things like that. And I encourage everybody who's out there who's still trying to lose weight. It is hard at this current time because everything that's going on. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, this is Vicky signing off. Bye.